here. This is my Batman. This is my Batman mask.
Oh, that looks like.
So this
Wow.
this one
Really
was.
like a dangerous, like a mafia.
Yeah, I could. Look, I can. Wait. Look at this. Look at this version of me. How about that?
You weren't hit by COVID in this time, no?
No, not that I know. No, not that I know, no, but I know because I did my. In order to come back here, we have to do a serological test, and we get QR, and every day we get a QR. We have to answer questions. We have a thermal camera. So I have not had it. I did not pass it. So my serological came back like 0, 0, 0, 0.
Are you of those persons that are doubting the real danger of COVID and doubting the measurements that we take?
Oh, I certainly think. Okay, I think COVID is real. I mean, I don't think people are dying because of some other thing. I mean, they are dying of COVID. Okay, not everybody that dies. I mean, old people die. Okay, okay, let's go back. Everybody dies. Some people die a little bit earlier. Some people die a little bit later. So that's part of. I guess our consumer society does not understand that everybody dies, or doesn't want to acknowledge that everybody dies, and eventually everybody dies. So some people have died of pathologies that came together with COVID, but they would have died anyway. And we are scoring that for COVID. Okay, fine. So I doubt the scoring method of many of the deaths. Okay, I think COVID is real, and I think we should do something about it. It's a public health problem, and the governments are supposed to take care of public health. That's something that we have delegated on the public sector. So everything that has happened is the fault of the public sector because they didn't do what they were supposed to do, which is protect us. Okay, and then when that happened, then there was this lockdowns, which have been extremely thick brush and non-scientific for my taste. There has been a lot of groupthink about what we should do about this and how we should manage this. Okay, because of course locking everybody for the rest of their lives is one way of solving it, but it's not the best way. Okay, I mean, and then once you give that's not a solution, then the question is how long and how do you lock people down. Okay, so how long, what kind of people you lock down, how thick brush, how thin brush, how much individual responsibility, how much fine-tuning of lockdowns, and that I think has been in Spain has been a total disaster. Because the costs of both the lockdown, I mean, it would have been much better to do shorter lockdowns, open and close again. I mean, now there's no way you can lock everybody down again. There's just no way unless you shoot people in the streets, because the people will not take it. End of the story. That's it. We got all the lockdown we can handle by now, I think. So,
but if you look, I mean, everything they say, everything is about algorithm and the exponential factor. It's becoming very important in the whole thing. If you look at the United States, they did it in a different way, but I mean, it doesn't work either. So.
Well, I'm not convinced about many of these things. The U.S. clearly is not an example. Sweden, I don't know. They had a very different approach. The only controlled experiment was that the princess, whatever it was, the boat. Not everybody could have gotten sick in the boat, and they didn't. Okay, so the rates, no matter what you do, at the end of the day, you're gonna get very similar rates once you account for population's age structure and you see, because some people die because they don't go to hospital to get treated for cancer, and then they die because the hospitals are full of people that are being treated for COVID. Okay, fine. So that's it. Who killed that person? I mean, did COVID kill it? Did cancer kill it? So I'm not. There is this Nobel Prize. I forget his name. That is saying, look, he's very serious about doubting and very explicit and very technical about doubting the whole exponential approach and the whole thing. I mean, his bottom line is COVID kills whatever he kills, no matter what you do. I mean, it's just if
So
it
we
kills.
can do nothing. So we should do
No,
nothing.
no, no, no. You have to wear the mask. This you can
Yeah.
do. I mean, this you can do. This you must do. And the senior people must be locked down maybe if they don't want to die. I mean, and public health must be guaranteed. So as long as as long as there is space in hospitals, you should let people out. And now what we're seeing now is we're seeing young people that are catching it and nothing happens because for them it's not a big deal. And
in Mexico, it is a big deal as well. I mean,
but no, but these people don't need a lot of these. The young people don't need a lot of medical care because they don't, they well, as far as I understand this, I mean the consequences for age groups are radically different. And the key thing is, so for me the key thing is what is the hospital, the hospital the situation in hospitals, like have public hospitals been overwhelmed or not? And if I had been the government of Spain, I would have invested from the very first moment in increasing, in really ramping up hospital capacity instead of locking people down. Say, look, guys, so do whatever you need to do because, okay, let's go back. Imagine our hunter-gatherer times, okay? How long did lockdowns last for? A week? Because, I mean, you could either die of starvation or walk out there and die of the virus. That die of starvation with probability 1, because you die of starvation eventually with probability 1.
Yeah,
Okay, so there's no doubt that who dies. Everybody dies. We become extinct with probability 1. If we all stay at home now, humanity will disappear. If we all go out there and go for the virus, humanity will not disappear. In some limit, okay, in some limit of this crazy experiment. I mean, of course, this is a thought thing. This is a thought exercise I'm proposing. I'm not really serious.
Yeah, but when that happened to Spain, I think there was no other possibility than
No. So I don't discuss that we should have been locked down. If it is true that this lasts for 2 weeks, so I would have locked down for, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks, just exaggerating the whole thing, and then I would have opened up. And then because the hospital, as soon as there was space in hospitals, I would have opened up. And then if needed, I would have closed down again because you don't want to have everything closed down for 3 months. It's way too long. We have learned that it takes forever to recover, that many things will never open up again. It's people have lockdown fatigue. It's much more efficient you have to use the hammer at some point, okay? But not like that. I mean, this hammer was way too much and way too long and way too thick brush. I mean, the opposite of nuance. It was too like everybody in. Well, come on. What do you mean everybody in? Why everybody in? Maybe it should have been everybody over 45 in and everybody under 45 out. Go out. Oh, but the under 45s live with the over 45s. Okay, fine. So let's think a little bit about that. But let's obviously the thick brush thing, everybody in, and dogs get better rights than kids. Come on, give me a break. So dogs get walks, kids don't get walks. Are you out of your mind? Are you serious about that?
Okay. These are I agree with you. I mean,
These are incredibly serious things. I mean, this is what you have done here. And by the way, you started saying that hair salons could open. Are you out of your mind? Like hair salons can open? Have you thought about this for 10 seconds? Because that was the original thing. I was on TV at that day, and they were saying, "Man, is there any?"
You don't mind because you don't have to go to the hairdresser.
Well, I don't. But
Spanish people love to go there.
Yeah, but I would love Angela Merkel to be my prime minister.
Yeah. I understand. Everyone loves her now.
I would like to be a lander. How do I become a lander? How do I get regulated by a lander?
Now everybody loves her. When she was in favor of austerity and to receive refugees, they needed her.
Different things. I can pick and choose, right? I mean, we are talking about COVID management. I mean, that's what we're talking about. I mean, we're not talking about austerity now. We want to talk about austerity, we talk about austerity.
No, I wanted to talk with you about what is now the solution, because it seems like everywhere you look into, if you look at the German economy as well, everything is transforming with COVID even faster than before because of the climate change. And it seems like many of the old industry, especially in Germany, they can't keep the pace, and it's really, you have so many problems in Germany now with big, huge companies like ThyssenKrupp, Lufthansa, all these big corporations. What will be the outcome of it? Because in Spain, you have misery on a broad level, but smaller businesses that are failing, but not really the big corporations.
Well, you see that let Lufthansa fail. That's the most sensible thing to do. You don't help. Look, okay, this is the story. All right, there's two kinds of companies. I can put every single company in the planet in two blocks. First block, when they do their tax returns, their corporate tax returns in 2020, they will have made more. In block one, I would put all the companies that have increased their profitability during this year. Okay, so those guys, I don't need to help them at all. I mean, in fact, I could have a surcharge on their corporate tax rates, solidarity surcharge. Why? Because COVID helped them, helped their business plans, and they became more profitable. Good, fine. Now we have the other box. In the other box, I put every company whose returns, whose profits, whose tax returns in 2020 are smaller than in 2019. Okay, good. Those maybe I could help conceptually. Lufthansa would be there, okay, and many companies, and all the Spanish big hotel companies, and all the mobility guys, and all the fine, they all go there. Now, there's two in that box. I would like to make. I cannot do it, but I would like to make another two little boxes, okay. In one of them, I would like to put the companies that will be around in 2025, 2023, 2022. Doesn't matter. I need some the companies that will survive. Okay. And in the other one, I would like to put the companies that will not survive. Okay. Problem. And I would like to help those that will survive, not that those that won't survive. Because why would they? Because now there is a huge pressure on every euro of public money, okay, of taxpayers' money that has been taxed by the public. By the way, no government has a single euro. It's all taxpayers' money. Okay, they never will, they never have. It's taxpayers' money. So they are responsible for taxpayers' money, and they have to decide where to spend the euro. And I'm going to tell them very easily: you first spend it on public health, on boosting public health as much as you want. Okay. As much as you think you need, and you can exaggerate. Do it like the lockdown. Exaggerate. I mean, just if you think you need 3 beds, buy 5. Okay, I couldn't care less how you splurge on this. Okay, do that because that's your job. I cannot do it. Okay, and the second thing, help people. Help people that need it. Don't help companies. Why not? Because you cannot tell them apart. You cannot. You're going to help Lufthansa. Maybe Lufthansa's business plan will not work. It's impossible. It's no longer viable. They cannot do it. And by the way, if it's because of that, they had problems before. By the way, okay. So it's not that now you're going to say, oh, it's all COVID. No, my friend, it's not all COVID. It's you had a problem. I mean, and airlines have had a problem since low cost came up, and the smart ones became low cost themselves. That's it. What they did. I mean, they eventually fired all the they destroyed the rights of pilots and other stakeholders and the trade unions and all the rest of the stakeholders there. And they said, look, we cannot do this with low cost. So we're gonna morph into low cost. Call it whatever it is you call it. You buy a low cost. You create your own. It's Iberia Express. It's this or that. But I cannot fly. I cannot. This is no longer profitable with pilots entitled like they were in the past, and buses that come and pick you up from your home, and God knows what. I mean, on the whole thing. So
Spain is doing a good job then.
Say that again.
Because Spain is doing a good job then, because they don't save the.
Well, I'm not sure, because we did PIB 17 that this aid to automakers. Why should I help any automaker? Why should I help conventional automakers? Let them all close down. Bravo, I'm very happy Nissan left. Let them all leave. Let them all go home. Build the cars wherever you want to build them. What do I care? I'm going to help the people that are left behind, not you. Not the companies. Like why should I rescue Iberia? Who is Iberia? Iberia is nothing. It's AIG. Who are the shareholders of AIG? I mean, why do I care about the shareholders of AIG? Some fund, BlackRock. Who owns that stuff?
But they won't help. Iberia didn't receive help. I mean,
No.
I
Lufthansa
see that Germany is doing a really bad job, and they
well,
just
Airbus. Okay, Airbus. Why would I want to help Airbus?
No, I agree because people
No,
don't have.
Airbus gets nothing. Airbus they do whatever they want, but no, they don't get anything. The workers of Airbus get help if they need it. That's it. Until they find another job. I'll try to help you find a job. This is not going to be easy for Spain. And it's going to be really hard for Spain. Why? Because Spain's comparative advantage is agglomeration. And it has always been agglomeration. And we are the people that best agglomerate in the planet. Okay. And we are well known for that. And our visitors love the way we used to just get all packed in small spaces and celebrate and drink and whatever it is we do. Okay, but that's all that we do. I mean that we are top of the world in that, and now we can no longer agglomerate anything.
That's a good.
So we will suffer. For Spain, this is going to be much worse than 2008. Much worse. But we'll have to learn.
Because you believe that tourism is going to change completely.
I mean, in Spain, the business plan of every company in Spain included we get 80 million visitors, and they live, and some of their money ends in me. Whatever, it doesn't matter what I am. IES does educational tourism. We sell MBAs in Barcelona. And when somebody decides, oh, should I go to INSEAD or should I go to Barcelona? They say, come on, let's go to Barcelona. It's ridiculous. Who wants to go to INSEAD? I mean, you want to go for the program, but not for the program plus Barcelona pack. And now we can no longer sell that because nobody wants to, people don't want to take the risk. They don't want to travel. They don't want to be locked down in Barcelona, which is a very bad place to be locked down. It's much better to be locked down in Lisbon than in Barcelona. I mean, and people are competing with how healthy and how many people are infected and how you manage lockdowns.
But once that is over, I mean, once the pandemic is over,
never going to be over. Never. Never. Most you pray for the best, you prepare for the worst. Now you should be thinking never. Okay, so here comes the therapy, here comes the vaccine. Great. Going back to what we had, it's piece of cake. We can do it overnight. So that's not a problem. We will never forget how to agglomerate. We can do that just like that. It's our nature. Okay. What we have to learn is how to not agglomerate and make ends meet and keep growing and however you want to call it, create value without agglomeration. And we have to learn that. If we learn it, there's a big prize out there at the end of the rainbow. There's this big pot of gold at the end of that rainbow, which is, hey, now we can sell this thing to the entire planet because I no longer need you around. I can sell.
I hope you talk to Sanchez. I hope you talk to Sanchez about it. Yeah, they somehow Sanchez, already before
but they don't care. Look, Sanchez, no manager. But I'm talking not only governments. I mean, not prime ministers, not politicians, not us. Every person manages their family and their lives. Okay, so everybody is a manager. Nobody was ready for this. Nobody was chosen to do this. Nobody was chosen to manage this. If you look at the electoral programs at the platforms of any party, every party in the planet, none of them mentions what am I going to do if there is a pandemic. So we haven't chosen this. These guys are not the representatives. So the representative democracy. These guys don't have where If anybody believed in democracy, they would have called an election the following day and say, guys, you never chose me to do this. So why do we think this over? Who you want to manage this? Because I am totally incompetent. I am just a good-looking, tall guy that knows English, and that's why you voted me, okay? So what do I know about pandemias? I mean, what do I know about pandemias? And my Minister of Health is some bozo guy that we couldn't place him anywhere else, so we put him there. So what does he know about pandemias? So you guys want us to manage pandemias? Maybe it's some remedial manager. It doesn't matter how he looks. It's somebody who knows about this shit. And by the way,
No, but I'm
this
talking about
wait, not that. This is not going to be done only by epidemiologists. I mean, it's very easy what an epidemiologist wants you to do. Lockdown. No, man, no lockdown. Of course, you cannot tell me there's a trade-off between life and whatever wealth or whatever you call it in English. No, I want both things. Of course, I want health, but I also need wealth. I also need the economy. So the teams are not going to be made of idiotic epidemiologists that only know two words: lockdown. It's not that. It's going to be done by people who understand trade-offs, because the trade-offs are there. We started this conversation and you said, of course, we cannot stay locked down forever. So once you admit that, then you're in my feet. Then it's about trade-offs. It's about trade-offs. And now we have to think hard and painfully about probably the most painful trade-off there is. Okay, so I am the most compassionate person you can ever talk to, but I'm not an idiot. So I'm not and that's the only difference. So nobody can beat me at compassion. They can beat me at idiocy. Most people can.
No, but I was thinking about what this government started already before the pandemic. They tried to transform the economy to a green economy, to a sustainable economy, to change the whole model, the Spanish economic model. They're trying it. I mean, and they're not so bad in many things.
No, it's all Roderick. It's just words. You know why? Because if you're serious about transforming the Spanish economy, tell me what you think you should start with. Is it about mobility? Is it about, what is it about? You know what you should start with? What is it that we do best and we do most? Starts with a C. It has 7 letters, 8, 9, construction, whatever it is. Have you started making green buildings? You could have done this on day one. Say, hey, and we're going to re-regulate the whole construction in Spain entirely. All the code is going to be changed. You can no longer build the shit that you're building. And we have to renovate every building. And we're going to do every single public building is going to be whatever, carbon neutral, carbon efficient, carbon whatever you want to call it. That you can do. What do you need to do? Electrify cars? Give me a break. That's not you don't. If you want to do it, you go for the big thing, okay? And the big thing in this country, and in most countries, by the way, is construction. It's not generation, it's not mobility, it's construction. The best, the greenest kilowatt is the one you do not use. You cannot beat that. It's the one you do not need. It's called energy efficiency. Nothing beats that. You don't have to produce it. Okay, and we are millions. I mean, we haven't even started about doing that. So you show me a government that starts.
You should stop building. You should stop building, and you should.
Yeah, but okay, but give me a government who wants to do green.
We have it.
It has to start with construction. It's not about whether you burn coal, or it's also about that, but it's about energy efficiency.
No, but you can rehabilitate all the construction.
Who says?
They're doing that already.
No, they're not doing it at all. No, they're not. They're giving money. They're giving money to car builders. They are not changing the code. They are not doing that to public buildings. They're not doing that anywhere. They're not. They really are not. They don't. Why not? Because they don't want to fight the construction lobby.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Who wants to take on the builders in this country? No, they don't want to take them on. It's much easier to give money to the car guys. Build a few more million cars. That's what we need.
Javier, last question. Who's going to be the winner country of this pandemic? Who's going to be the country that gets out of it as the strongest economy? It's not going to be Germany.
It's going to be Germany in Europe,
No.
but
No, it's not going to be Germany.
yeah, it is.
No, you're really,
all right, so let's bet.
really wrong.
Let's bet 20 euros. 20 euros bet.
Hear about Wirecard and all this
Let's bet.
happening in the banking sector?
Let's bet.
Yeah, let's bet. Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna be Germany, but it's gonna be whoever comes up with the vaccine. Okay, and it's gonna be and besides that,
it's not just about COVID-19. It's going far beyond all this, don't you think so?
Yeah, but Stephanie, you never talked about this last time we met. This has been going on for the last 20 years, maybe 10. What it is about? This is part of the. I'm teaching a class called The World in 2050. I invite you.
Yeah.
So it is something that is been going on for. Now maybe this is the silver lining of COVID. If now society decides, okay, let's take this seriously. Well, yeah, some of us have been waiting for 20 years, but it's now. Okay, let's do it now.
It's time to save now money.
Well, that's true. So now every public dollar is more. The opportunity cost is higher. So that might improve the allocation of these scarce public money dollars.
Everywhere people are starting to save now. I mean, that's something interesting that's going on.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit of an accounting. Part of it is just accounting, but accounting identities. I mean, you things must add up, and if you have a public deficit and you have a current account surplus, then you have to be saving more than you're investing. And they're just automatic. Okay, so it's whether you want it or not. And of course, in this, whenever there's uncertainty, people are more cautious, and there's precautionary savings go up, and investment is going down. So the private sector has financing capacity, increasing financing capacity everywhere across the board. So now you want to look at some numbers that are easy to look at, go to the last page of The Economist, look at the rows of numbers there, okay? And you're going to see public deficit. Every single country in the planet is on the red, on the deficit column.
Of course.
And some of them are 2 digits. Many of them are 2 digits, and more than 10%.
No, we have to change the whole system. I mean, some of the economists are saying that if in two months of not buying shitty stuff, just the basic stuff, the whole economy is breaking down, is collapsing, then something is wrong with the whole system.
Yeah, fair. Except that people like what they like. You can't.
But they're not happy. Everyone is going. In America, look at it. I mean,
but the essence of economics, the essence of serious economics, okay, professional economics, not political economics, not pop economics, is everyone knows better what's good for them than somebody else. I mean, it's your preferences. It's if you like to buy shitty stuff, I'm nobody to tell you don't buy shitty stuff. You're not happy. You're going to be better off without. I can try to convince you, and maybe you get convinced, okay? But nobody knows. I mean, what's shitty?
Oh, the virus convinced.
Do I need a 15? Do I need a 15 euro mask?
15 euros. Wow.
Yeah, and then yes, I need it. Why? Because I hate masks. I mean, and this at least, I mean, this shit. You want me to wear this shit? There's no way I'm wearing shit. I'm wearing this shit. And I get.
This is not the one. The fabric one is not really the good one. This is a good one.
This is the good one.
Yeah, this is a good one.
No. This is a neoprene. This is a neoprene mask, which is incredibly good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not this shit, but I don't care. I mean, I don't care. I take a little risk. I rather have.
You look good.
Yes, I like trade-offs. I'm a vain guy. I used to be very good looking before I grew old, and my eye went all the way upside down and all the other things. So why can't I, help? Why? Yeah, there is a trade-off. I buy this trade-off. I pay 15. This is 0. Probably this is a little bit better than this as far as keeping me safe. Okay, but I pay the trade-off, and I know why I'm doing it. So But I don't say, no, it makes no difference. No, I'm not going to wear a mask. No, that's all stupid. I am going to wear a mask. And I have a collection of, this is not my only $15 mask. Okay. I don't know where they are. I have some more, but they're not, they're not here right now. Maybe I can show you a third one. Okay. So
okay.
Here, this is my Batman. This is my Batman mask.
Oh, so that looks like.
So this
wow.
this
one
one
really
was
like a dangerous, like a mafia.
Yeah, I could
like
look. I can wait. Look at this. Look at this version of me. How about that? How about this? Okay.
Well, we have to finish.
Scary.
Yeah, very scary.
Okay.
Very
So
scary.
So why? So why not? Why not? I mean, sometimes I'm in the black mask mood, and I wear my black mask.
Okay.
And sometimes I'm never in my ugly K495 mood. So that stays there.
Okay, just tell me one last thing. What we are going to learn from this in Spain?
Well, we're gonna learn how to do business without agglomeration, and we're gonna have to do it with distancing. And most of the tricks we already know because we learned them last time around. So we're gonna freeze the salaries of public employees. They probably get a pay cut. They won't get their Christmas extra pay this year.
Apart from the health workers,
pensions will be frozen. We will reinforce, I hope we will reinforce healthcare, public health. And we're going to have another decade of austerity, not austerity, but consolidation, fiscal consolidation. That's it. I mean, we're just going to do what we did in 2009. It's not going to be very different. In 2009, José Luis Rodríguez Zapatero decided the fiscal policy for the next 10 years. It didn't matter who was in the government. And now it's Sanchez's turn. So Sanchez and the Podemos guys will decide what's going to happen in the next 10 years. Why? Because it will go from 14 or 13 or 12 or wherever you put the deficit all the way down to 3. And that's going to take us 10 years. That's what it takes us. It'd be a miracle. Okay, plus miracles. So maybe we learn how to pray a little bit better and we get more miracles. But that's not my métier. That's not my business.
Not your business.
So no. I'm not in the miracle.
Be careful what you say where you are.
Doesn't matter. Still, they know it's not my business. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to become a YouTuber any day. So I'm going to be out of here.
Okay. Javier,
a millionaire,
thank you very much.
A billionaire YouTuber. That's what I need. Okay. So
yeah.
if you know some tricks, let me know because I need to be a billionaire YouTuber so I can finally move to Las Palmas and retire. I have to resist every morning the strong urge to retire. Because
you like the Canarian Islands?
I love it. No, not like. I'm mad.
I just have been there.
In Las Palmas, but it has to be Las Palmas. I don't admit any. No, I don't give a shit about.
Are you Canarian?
No, but I fell in love with that beach, and then I'm very passionate in that sense. So.
Yeah, you met your wife there at that beach, or?
No, I didn't meet anybody. Just met the beach. I'm in love.
You met yourself.
No, not myself. The beach. It's me and. Look, you can be madly in love with anything you want, anybody, any person, anything. I happen to be madly in love with that beach and it's in the Canary Islands. So I go visit her whenever I can, as often as I can, and I'm most happy there. So why not?
Now they really in a big problem.
The Canary Islands, guys?
Yeah, I just admit that.
No, well, for now, it's just a transitory thing. It's paradise. We should have never left Africa. What a bad idea. I mean, and you want to be there. And the Canary Islands is by far, Las Palmas is by far the best organized part of Africa. I mean, it's paradise. It's the closest thing we have to paradise. What can I say? That's without exaggeration. Okay? It's not the passion.
I will use it in my article about the Canary Islands.
You can use it. I don't care. I tell anybody who asks me. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit blind. Love makes you stupid and blind. So maybe it's the blindness of love. What can I say?
No, but Africa is close to Spain anyhow. And they never want to admit it.
You need to be able to swim every day in the sea. I need to be able to swim No, I don't need it. I love to be able to swim every day in the sea.
Yeah. No, but
And every day means every day, you know, like every day, not 6 days a week. No, every day.
No, but I mean, economically, Spain should probably look more to Africa.
Yeah, that in my classes now, I just talk about Africa. I don't
Right.
care about Asia, China, or whatever. Why should we care? It's our backyard. It's the last place to. It will be. It's the last opportunity. It's there. It's all there. Waiting,
Okay.
waiting.
That's good. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you for bearing with me. I maybe a little bit overbearing.
You're very passionate. Yeah, you like Wyoming. Bye.